pork, poultry, beef. You eat them, you love them, but are you ready for your world to end for them? The factory farming industry of today is leading to environmental destruction and resource depletion unparalleled to anything in human history. Factory farming plays a huge role in every aspect of our environment's collapse. From the deepest areas of the ocean floor to ozone depletion, factory farming is ending the world. The average factory farm holds tens of thousands of animals. These farms are responsible for 18% of the greenhouse gas emissions, more than the entire transportation industry. And while the factory farming industry produces more emissions than transportation, it is also responsible for a majority of emissions produced by the transportation functions themselves. Food travels hundreds of thousands of miles before it even reaches our plates. As far as water is concerned, animal agriculture is pushing for an absolute catastrophe. These animals are producing billions of tons of waste, which is untreated and full of hormones and pesticides, and soon leaks into our water systems. Factory farming is responsible for 37% of pesticide contamination, 50% of antibiotic contamination, and 1/3 of nitrogen and phosphorus loads found in fresh water. But that's not all. The majority of the Earth's water is used to support animal agriculture. A single person can save more water by not eating 1 pound of beef than they could by not showering at all for an entire year. Not including the 23% of the Earth's land surface used to grow food to feed livestock, it is taking up 30% of the Earth's land surface just to house it. 37% of human-produced methane is caused by animal agriculture. 70% of former forests in the Amazon have been turned into areas for grazing. 20% of pastures are considered as degraded through overgrazing, compaction, and erosion. And 15 out of 24 important ecosystem services are in decline, with livestock identified as the biggest culprit. But a revolution is occurring. People are realizing everything factory farming is doing to our environment, and it's your turn to help and fix it. The first thing to do is to stop eating meat and exclude all animals from your lifestyle. You can also start writing representatives and telling them that you hope they support the legislation that is already in progress in Congress, such as the Downed Animal and Food Safety Protection Act, the Downed Animal Enforcement Act, and the Antibiotics Overuse on Factory Farms Bill, which is actually already in committee. There are also probably protests, organizations, and foundations to get involved with in your area. A good place to start finding these things is meetup.com and many other internet search engines. However, the most important thing you can do is just keep on pushing. Remember that there are millions of people out there doing it with you, and if we keep protesting, writing our representatives, and showing people what factory farming is doing to the world around us, things will change. The world's future is in society's hands. Come together.